We're on.
Okay. The first exercise for workout number 3 is a dumbbell goblet squat. So we're going to hold our hands in a goblet squat position here. Palms up underneath. You want to have your elbows close and hug to the body. Keep them flared out. That'll keep your chest up and your posture right. You want to have your heels about shoulder width apart, toes slightly pointed out. And when you drop down, you want your elbows to go in between your legs. Keep your chest up as far down as you can go. Press up at the heels. Palms up, elbows out. Next one is the one-arm dumbbell push press. Push press, start position is arms just on the side here. Okay, again, emphasize chest up, keep your core tight. You're going to feel a lot of lateral movement, so keep it tight. You want to press up. It's a slight pop with the legs to start the momentum and create the movement. And press up and lock it out. Lock out, slight pop with the legs, lock out. Both sides. A quick jump.
Go ahead.
All right, the next exercise is a half Turkish get-up. For the advanced program, it'll be a full Turkish get-up. So we'll go through them both. First one, half Turkish get-up. You're going to start with a dumbbell in one hand. That same leg on the same side will be up, heel in. And my goal is to keep the dumbbell right above my shoulder. If it comes back here, it's going to be hard to hold up. If it comes forward, it's going to be hard to hold up. But as long as it's here, it's not heavy. I just have to balance it. And so the first step is shifting to the other side. So all of my weight's on my left side now. And then I'm going to sit up. I can use my elbow, I can use my hand. And I'm going to sit up kind of at an angle, so I'm not trying to sit straight up. You're sitting up at an angle. Dumbbell stays right above your head instead of coming forward. And back down. Shift, up, back, shift, roll up to your elbow, push up to your hand, and back down. That's the half Turkish get-up, or the half get-up. Then, for a full Turkish get-up, you just continue, start the same way, and stand all the way up. There's a couple of different ways to do it that we'll demonstrate. I'll show the way I prefer, and then the way most people do it. Either one is absolutely fine. So, same start position. I'm going to shift over, going to sit up. The way I usually do them is from here, I come to my opposite foot, to my left foot, and stand up. And back down. So the second variation of the Turkish get-up is from here. Everything starts the same. You shift, sit up at an angle, get your hand underneath you. Then from here, you can lift up, swing your knee through, come up to a knee, and stand up. Back down, hand down, foot comes through, sit down, and lay back on the ground. Again, it's up to hand, knee, stand up, and back. This is more steps, and it's more complicated for me, in my opinion, so I prefer just to get my feet under me and stand up, but either way is fine. Next up, one leg hip extension on bench. I'll scoot over to the bench here. You're going to put your foot right on the edge of the bench, by your heel, and we want to keep your knee bent at about 90 degrees. Don't use this leg, and just push up, really pushing through the glutes and the hamstrings, and back down. Drive with the hips, pause, lower back down. One mistake people will do is use the momentum of this leg to swing them up, and that's not what we want to see. We want just the foot that's on the bench, pushing, the other one should stay still. That's the one leg hip extension. Next, a Russian twist with weight plate. You can use different size weight plate. Our beginners can do it with no weight plate, and that's fine too. You're going to sit, feet up, and rotate your shoulders to reach from side to side. If that's too difficult, you can also do it with your feet down, leaning back. So the progression is from here to holding the weight. You can use a medicine ball, you can use a weight plate, you can use a dumbbell. And you're just rotating, touch, rotate, touch, rotate, touch. If you hold your knees together, it's actually a little harder even. One more progression to make it harder would be, instead of holding the weight close to your body, would be to hold it out with your arms a little bit and make a bigger circle above your head. It's a little harder to balance that way too, obviously. And then, again, just use a bigger weight to make it harder. Next up, bench pistol. The bench pistol is essentially a one-legged squat. You're going to start really close to the bench. One leg out, arms forward. You're going to keep your weight on your heels or heel and sit down. Stand up. The main thing we're looking for is that your knee's not wobbling as you go down. So you want to keep it right above your foot. Don't allow for much lateral movement. And you'll do both sides. To make this harder, or to make it easier, stack something on the bench so it's a little higher so you're not sitting down as far. We have boxes here that we sit on that are higher. I can show you right here actually. So higher box is going to be a lot easier because you're not going down as far. To make it harder, you can use a lower box or you can use no box, and you're just going to go as low as you can. So down, you can even sit down on the floor and back up. But, yep, just down and up. I'm stuck. Edit! Another way to make the pistol harder without going to a lower box using the same bench is to hold a weight. You can hold it goblet style, kettlebell, dumbbell, doesn't matter, and you're just going to do the same thing with the weight. Last exercise is a plate halo. Again, the heavier the plate, the harder it is, so you can adjust it that way. We also have the beginner program and intermediate program doing less time, but you're just going to go around your head. Keep a nice, close, tight circle. Make sure you're rolling the weight plate around your head instead of moving your head around the weight plate and straining your neck. And you just make circles whenever you want. Switch directions. And that's workout number 3.